Alright, today we're going to make a video on an awning that we made for an overland truck. This one has telescoping legs. It rolls up on a spindle. It's hinged on the bottom, and we have these keepers that keep it up against the back of the truck. And as you can see, it's really low profile on the back of this truck. So we're going to go ahead and deploy it and show you what it looks like. Now we're going to pull the keeper pins out. The same pins go in up here. Where are you hiding? All right, and that's pretty much it. And then let's go ahead and attach the bungees. All right, and with the bungees attached, it makes it very stiff. So this wouldn't hold up to a real high wind, but it's kind of breezy today. You can see the palm tree blowing around and the trees in the distance. But this is pretty nice and tight. You can see how we attached it up here, and you can see the keepers. You can see the hinges here, and this is kind of the socket that we made. All right, now with the bungees open and the doors opened up, the bungees keep the doors from flapping around. You got plenty of awning here. If you're gonna cook, whatever you're gonna do. This thing's about 62 inches long. And it's exactly 49 inches wide. So those are the measurements, and it works perfect. So now we're going to show you how we made it. So to build this awning, we're going to use 3/4 inch EMT, and then I got a couple of pieces of those. I've got a 10-foot section of 1/2 inch EMT. Got some miscellaneous hardware. I've got a few of these 1/2 inch EMT hangers. I got a couple of these trailer clips. I don't know what they're called, wire locking pins, I guess they're called. And then I got a 5x7 tarp from Harbor Freight, and we're going to start welding this thing together. So to make these sockets, I took a piece of 3/4 inch EMT. This is the 1/2 inch, and I drilled the biggest hole I could and through it, and matched it up, and then I just kind of tack welded it on there, and then I drilled a hole down through the middle. So for the awning shaft, I took one of these 5/16 flange bolts and I tacked it into the end, and then I've got my bolt here, and I'll show you my plan. So I'm going to put some blue Loctite on the bolt itself when I screw it in there for real. And I've got the washer here, and that's going to allow this whole thing to swivel, and it'll pretty much allow the shaft to turn as we deploy the tarp. This is the first leg. So we've got this pin with the keeper and the first leg, and this is how it's going to telescope. We drilled the hole there for the keeper hole, and then we drilled another hole there for when it's extended. All right, so we're going to move from the keeper position. We're going to extend out, and let me find this thing. And so that's going to hold it in the out position, and the shaft will be through there for the canopy. All right, so that's got one side. Let's do the other side. All right, so you can see how we attached our hinge at the bottom, and all that is a 1/2 inch EMT ceiling hanger, and we're just repurposing it. I've got one ready over here, and we're going to attach it to the bottom with a self-tapper. Alright, that's it. Alright, so we're going to cut the 3/4 inch leg first. I've measured it, and as you can see, I'm using a tubing cutter to cut this with. Alright, so we've got the 3/4 inch cut to length. Let's go ahead and get our 5/16 hole in. We got the 3/4 inch leg drilled out. We've got it mounted there on the bottom. And I went ahead and did a mock-up of the top piece. It's got the receiver socket that we're going to weld together. And we'll just stick it in there. I've already measured it and cut it. And it's going to line up. It's going to line up pretty much to the other side there. And these little receiver sockets will work out pretty good. So we'll go ahead and tack those together. Alright, that's got it tacked together there. Now we're going to go ahead and put a rain cap on it like we did the other one. Alright, so I'm just taking a scrap of strap that I have, and that's how I'm going to make the rain cap. I'll get this on there and tack it and just grind it off. Alright, so we're just going to grind off the edges and make our rain cap. Alright, that's got the rain cap all finished. Alright, so we went ahead and drilled the holes. It's all done. Drilled the hole for the bolt for the rod that's going to go through. And I got the keeper hole here, and we got the keeper hole down there. Alright, let's go ahead and do the rod length next. Alright, so we got this other flange nut. We're going to just tack it into the end of the rod once we get the length. We've already done that side. So we'll get a length for this thing and put it together. Alright, so we got this rod cut to length, and we're going to go ahead and put this flange nut in there. Perfect. Alright, so we got the bolts and the ends here, and so it's going to hinge, and it's going to swivel, and it's going to telescope out as we deploy the tarp. So we'll go ahead and get started on the tarp next. Alright, we got the tarp cut. This is going to be our awning, the canopy. And we cut the dimensions. This thing's going to be roughly 62 by 49. And I'm going to hem this seam. I glued it with PVC glue, but I'm going to go ahead and hem it on the sewing machine just to give it some reinforcement. Alright, now we're going to attach the canopy, the tarp, to the canopy shaft. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this flat stock aluminum and we're going to pop rivet it right to that thing. Alright, so we're going to finish pop riveting. I got one there, I got one in the center, and let's finish this guy up. Alright, let's go ahead and pop rivet this. We got this strip with the tarp against this rain drip, and we'll attach it. And we'll just do all these rivets down the edge. After we attached the awning to the back of the camper, we installed the telescoping legs using the bolts with the blue Loctite. Here you can see it fully deployed with the bungee cords. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And thanks so much for watching.